Hey guys, this is very, very different. I'm actually testing out the Facebook screen share application and without using a third-party app, trying to test that out so that I can talk to you guys about some of my favorite sales tools and answer some of the questions that you have. I've never actually used this tool in particular, so let's see how this particular conversation is going to work out today. But essentially, one of the ladies in my circle, she's curious about using Samcart, which is one of the e-commerce platforms that I use. And she's got questions about Samcart and Convertkit, and I've got all these questions that you guys send me. So I figured I would simultaneously test out Facebook screen share and at the same time talk to you guys about some of my favorite sales tools. So if that's cool with you, welcome, 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 number one. Number two, feel free to say hello. You can share this out because, of course, sharing is caring. And, of course, turn on alerts and notifications so that you guys can see when I jump on here and share. So I have quite a few e-commerce resources that I use. Hopefully I can answer my clients' questions, but also your questions as well. So as I go through this live today, if you do have any questions for me, you can pop them in here, whether you're watching live or via the replay, or you can also email your questions to sistasense@gmail.com. So jumping right into this conversation around some of my favorite sales tools, and also talking about sales pages, landing pages, product shop pages. Right now, you're actually looking at my shop, sistasense.com. And when you go to the shop page, my shop is actually built on an application called Selz. So I use the Selz platform, which you can use as a standalone to build your store, but you can also embed it into the website, which is what I've done here. I embedded my Selz store onto my website. So it's actually one of the tools that I use. So what I'm going to do is walk you guys through, again, some of my favorite sales tools, show you examples of the pages, and answer some of the common questions I get when you guys are a little bit confused about what to use and why to use them. So first thing, let me actually go over to Selz.com. And Selz is a platform that allows you to build online stores. So kind of like you have an Amazon where they have products, you can put products in a shopping cart and you can buy those products. You can create your own e-commerce store using the Selz platform. Now, if you're curious about Selz and you decide that you want to try them out through me, you can go to selz.sistasense.com. So not only am I a Selz user, but I am also an affiliate partner for the majority of the resources that I'm going to share with you today. Now, when I started online as an online entrepreneur, building websites and helping other people with their graphics, I mainly just use PayPal. If that's your main source, you guys can tell me and say, hey, yeah, PayPal is all I use, right? So I signed up for PayPal, I got a business account, and bam, I was in business. PayPal is great. I still have quite a few pages where I have a product and you can directly just go straight to PayPal to pay for that product. There are even times when I have work that I have to do for clients and I send them an invoice through my PayPal account. Over the years, PayPal has been pretty good to me, but I know that for some people, they have a love-hate relationship with PayPal. So eventually I found an alternative. So people oftentimes will pay me directly using PayPal buttons or PayPal invoices. But I also use the Stripe platform as an alternative so that when people say, you know what, I would prefer just to pay you directly using my credit card, that normally goes through Stripe. So oftentimes I recommend to clients to have both PayPal and Stripe when it comes to having an alternative that people can use. In this day and age, again, I'm going to be honest with you, most people when they buy stuff from you, especially new clients, they don't want to see a PayPal button. They want to be able to go to a page that you can show the picture of the product, the description. It looks like a credible store, which is why I don't recommend just having pages with PayPal buttons and having something that looks a little bit more sophisticated. But when I did start my business, I started off with a PayPal account. And then for people who they don't necessarily want to use or pay with PayPal, I also have a Stripe. And for those of you who are watching, whether you're watching live or via the replay, when it comes to e-commerce tools that you use, do you have both PayPal and Stripe? Do you use one or the other? Do you use something completely different? What works best for you? Feel free to share that here, okay? Now, here's another thing that you need to keep in mind when it comes to PayPal versus Stripe, one or the other or both. Me personally, I like to use both, but here's the deal. When you're using Stripe and you're integrating Stripe into your website, you also need to have HTTPS. HTTPS is for secure purchases, so that when people put their credit card and their private information in there, it's encrypted and it's secure. So oftentimes with Stripe, they will actually make sure and require that you have some sort of SSL security certificate on your website, so it's secure for processing payments. Normally, people use PayPal because it's easy to set up and create the buttons. And then also, normally what happens is when people pay you through PayPal, they don't actually make the payment and it's not getting processed on your website. Your website, you'll put a button on there, and when they click it, it'll actually take them over to a PayPal page with the price and the information. So if you're paying just through PayPal, normally you don't even have to think about needing an HTTP secure server, because PayPal's server, their website is secure. So when you have a PayPal button that goes from your site over to the main PayPal page, that's secure. But oftentimes most cases, if you're going to use something like Stripe, you also want to invest in a secure certificate, an SSL, and they require it. It's not a lot of money. You just have to, whatever hosting company you're using or the company that you're using for your domain, you can go there and purchase an SSL. Some of them have free SSLs, but it's obvious you want to make sure that you have the most secure level SSL if you want to directly process payments on your website. Okay. And for those of you who are watching here, feel free. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Regina. Hey, Tawana. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. So I'm going to share about 6 different tools. This is inspired by one of my clients, Dr. Marilyn. She had some questions about using Samcart and Convertkit, and she was like, this is confusing me. And I figured rather than try to respond to her questions in the Firestarter Mastermind group, it would be easier just for me to do this webinar, but also I get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by testing out screen sharing on Facebook, which I've not done ever. So hopefully this all goes well. Regina says, I use both. Awesome. So I personally use both. Again, some people directly pay via the Stripe, and then some people like the convenience and the added protection of PayPal. So with PayPal, it's kind of like a third party where you can have process your payments through PayPal and then have your credit card behind that wall versus directly putting your credit card information in. Okay, so those are 2 starter tools, right? Essentials for me. The next level for me is, as I mentioned before, Selz, because using the Selz platform, I was able to create a store and embed that store onto my website, which you see here. So if you go to sistersense.com/eshop, this is what you're going to see. And it was built using the Selz platform. You can test out and try Selz through me over at selz.sistersense.com. I sell a lot of different services. I have events that I sell services like web design services, I sell digital products, and I oftentimes ship out physical products too, which is why I wanted something that I could do all of the above, and Selz you can. So you can sell services, physical products, digital products, and every time I update my Selz store, the products on this page get updated. The advantage is it's pretty cost effective. It doesn't cost a lot to get Selz. You can even use a free version of Selz. There are other platforms, but so that I'm not on here for 5 hours, I'm going to limit myself to these 6 platforms that I'm talking about today. Okay. So again, if you do have any questions, hey, Katoya, welcome. Feel free to check in and let me know. Again, I started off using simply just PayPal. Then I added on Stripe. What's great about Selz is that when your payments are processed, they will directly put those payments into whatever bank account you choose. And I believe they process through the Stripe platform. You can give people the opportunity just to pay you directly through Selz and put their bank card information in there, or you can add on the feature for them to either use Selz or to use PayPal for payments. Okay. I really love how it looks on the website. I love the look and feel of Selz. Prior to, I was using a platform called eJunkie for many, many years. Loved it to pieces. But I felt like as far as design was concerned, they weren't really keeping up with the time. So I let them go after well over a decade and focused solely on using the Selz platform. I love these overlays, so people could literally, you know, when they're looking at products, it'll pop up and they're able to see that product. I love that you can have pictures of your products. You can even put videos in there, which is pretty awesome. You can have videos from YouTube and other platforms that you can play, which totally I like. I like the visuals. I like the fact that you can give people, you know, your retail rate or your reduced rate. In this case, for this particular offer, it's normally retailing at $97, and then I have it on sale for $27. People can use their credit cards or PayPal, and it is secure. So even though I have the Selz platform embedded into my website, I don't necessarily need a secure server. But of course, because I do use Stripe directly, as you'll see here, that padlock means the website is secure, and then it has the HTTPS, which you definitely want. So for those of you who do not have a secure website, if you're just using PayPal, remember, when people click your PayPal button, it's going to direct them over to PayPal, which is secure, so you don't need an SSL. But if you are going to have things like Stripe, if you're going to use the Stripe platform, you definitely need that SSL security on your website, okay? Which you can purchase through your domain or hosting company. Now, I've talked about thus far 3 sales tools that I absolutely love to use, PayPal, Stripe, and Selz. And then I'm going to talk about another 3 that work for me as well. Now, here's this one. This is Convertkit. Convertkit is not a selling tool, okay? And a lot of you guys are trying to figure out what tools are the best tools to use, and some of these are confusing you. So this particular conversation is inspired by my client who said she wants to try out Samcart, which is another platform that I oftentimes recommend. But Samcart is like, you know, you can use it. It's you don't need anything else. And she's like, if I don't need anything else, do I really need Convertkit? Convertkit is an email marketing platform. You use it to build your list. People sign up through sign up forms, or you directly put them on your list. You cannot sell. There's no e-commerce buy here button directly on Convertkit. It's for emails. What makes Convertkit amazing and helpful is that if somebody buys on your store, so for example, when people buy on my store, there's an opportunity for them to also automatically sign up to my email list, because Selz is one of those platforms that allow you to, using some of their featured apps, you can allow you to connect your MailChimp if you use MailChimp, or Convertkit if you use Convertkit. They have different apps that you can add on depending upon what level of Selz you've invested in, right? So again, Convertkit is a tool that you use to build your email list, and a lot of times I integrate my email Convertkit with other platforms. So what I'm going to do is talk to you about some of those other platforms, and then hopefully if you guys need help or have questions, you can let me know. Outside of creating this, let me scroll back here. Outside of creating this, what right here is my store, which is built on Selz. So people can see stuff and go, oh, that's cool. Let me put it in the shopping cart, right? And I do see that there's a bit of a lag. So what I'm seeing might be a little bit different from what you're seeing with this screen sharing on Facebook right now, but that's cool. That's cool. My store, right? That's one kind of page. So people can come to my website, buy stuff any time of the day, right? I also have other pages set up, okay? So let's go over to this page. This page is for a webinar that I did last week on setting yourself up for sales success. You notice at the top here, it says sistersense.com, sistersense.samcart.com. This page I built with the Samcart tool, okay? Samcart is cool because you get to create what this is referred to as a one-page sales funnel. That means everything that they need is on this one page. There's information on how to communicate with me. There's the product picture. There's the description. There is more description. There are bullets of what's included. They have this space here where they can fill out just enough information. They can even add what's called an order bump and say, hey, do you want to add this sales kit? Yeah, I want to add that. Bam. So maybe you can add one or two things. Maybe you can give them a payment plan depending upon what level of Samcart you've invested in. They can literally put their credit card information here, or they can choose to do PayPal. So they can just click this button, use their PayPal account, and sign up, right? You've got testimonials on the page. You've got your security information on the page, and that's it. It's one page. That's one of the biggest differences. Now, when I'm using Samcart or Thrivecart, which is similar to Samcart, but they have, you know, different features in some ways, this is very different from a regular store for many reasons. First and foremost, when you're selling on a sales page, a one-page sales funnel, which is what you're looking at right now, you're really focused on promoting one product. There's no store. There's no add to shopping cart, 15 things and check out, okay? That's what a traditional online e-commerce store does. So oftentimes people will say to me, LaShanda, do I need all of these? And I'm like, look, if you want people to be able to go to your website, see products, put those products in a shopping cart, then you need a store. Samcart, Thrivecart is not for that. But here's where Samcart and Thrivecart for me are essential, okay? There are times when, let's say, for example, I'm doing webinars right now every single weekend, right? And so today I did a webinar on side hustles and part-time work at home gigs. If you missed it, watch the replay. And then last week I did a webinar on sales. I'm doing these webinars. So if you say you have a product, one product that you want people to buy, I normally don't recommend you say, hey, go to my shop and find it, right? Because honestly, unless they really, really want it, they got to search for it, right? And keep in mind, you know, your shop maybe has multiple pages. And depending upon how much content, people like instant gratification. People are easily flustered. If they can't find it, they're going to leave, right? You leave. We lose our patience. So I don't send people to a shop, or I don't send them to my main web page when I want to sell a certain product. When I want to sell a specific product, I send them to a one-page sales funnel. So all they can see is that product. All they can read about is that product. They convert better because it doesn't confuse people. They don't get distracted by everything else that's going on your website, number one. Number two, another difference, as I mentioned before, when people go to your shop page, right? So right now, if you're looking at the website, when people go to your shop page, there's a lot going on. And then when they want to check out is a process. Is it a difficult process? In most cases, no, but it is multiple steps. So first they got to find what they like, right? So let's say you go, man, I want to get this. LaShanda's got a training on simple sales funnels. Yes, I want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that. So that's a step, right? Then you're going to take a look at it and you're going to scroll and you say, yeah, I want to add that to my cart, right? So then you may go, that's pretty cool. Then the cart pops up. Again, I love Selz. I love how easily it integrates into my website, and Selz is cost effective. Again, if you want to try them out through me, you can go to selz.sistersense.com. Now, I accidentally took that out of my cart. I didn't mean to do that. So let me add it back into my cart, okay? So I can show you that, you know, the differences between a one-page sales funnel versus something like an actual shopping cart, which Selz is a cart, e-commerce cart platform. So I like this. It's in my shopping cart. I go, oh, LaShanda's got some other cool things here. What's this engage social media about? Another cool thing, I'm going to add it to the cart, right? Also 27, good stuff, add to cart. So as you're adding products to the cart, you're getting like a list and to show you what's in there. So when it comes to traditional shopping carts, there are multiple steps. People browsing your pages and or your categories to see what you have. Ooh, I want this on client attraction, add to cart, right? And then you have the ability to have categories. As you can see, I have a ton of categories. I've recently added a categories for things, and I call this the dollar downloads club. Things that are $1, $2, $5, that's in that category. So you can have categories. These things are all cool features that you do not get when you're using a one-page sales funnel. This is for a traditional e-commerce store. So you put the stuff in the cart, you go, man, I'm getting all this good for under $100. Checkout, please. Multiple steps. Adding the products in the cart, clicking the checkout button, waiting for it to come up. Now, if you have a discount code, great, you can put it in there, right? If you don't, you just put in your name and you put in your information and you're good to go, right? So I can put in my name and I can put in my information here, and I can put in my email, and you're good to go, right? And then I can hit continue. So now I'm going through multiple steps here, right? This step, add in your information, your address, and continue. Traditional shopping carts, you've got multiple steps that you're going through, right? Now consider some shopping carts right now that you're looking at this overlay. So it doesn't feel like you're moving from different pages, but on this one page, you're getting multiple pieces, like you're going step by step by step. A sales page that's called a one-page sales funnel, you don't have that. Everything is on the one page. You're not going through multiple pages. Literally, the description is on the same page. The checkout is on the same page. You'll find that, especially, let's say, for example, you're selling information products or content that you don't really need the person's address. Like right now, everything that I put in that sales shopping cart is digital. But because it's a traditional shopping cart, it still wants the person to put in their address information. With one-page sales funnels, most of them are optimized. So if you don't need their address, you don't have to ask for it. This optimizes the process because some people don't like to type. Some people are typing on their mobile devices. The less stuff you need to eliminate them going, I don't want to be on this card anymore. This is taking forever. I'm leaving. I keep putting in my address. This is not working, right? The less things you have them do that frustrates them or prolongs the process, the faster they convert. So sales pages are optimized to promote individual offers, okay? And again, I'm trying to clarify this for my clients who are looking to figure out which of these platforms that they need and why. What's the difference between them? Why do you need to buy any of them, right? So when you're looking at it, you do want, honestly, a combination of these things, but I'm going to tell you where I started. This is dependent, what you get is dependent upon what you actually have right now and what you can invest. When I started, I tell y'all, I didn't have a shoestring budget. That was too damn thick for me. Sister Sense signature statement, floss string. That's how thin my budget was. So when I started my business, PayPal was free and it was good enough for me. As I grew my business and people wanted different options when it came to payments, I then invested in an SSL so I could make my site secure. Number one, you know, sites are secure when they have the HTTPS versus traditional HTTP. The S stands for secure, and when you can see the padlock as well. Now I have those things. I got my SSL through my hosting, and I got my Stripe as an alternative to PayPal because, again, more options to give my clients to pay. These things are dependent upon your budget, right? Stripe and PayPal both are free. They take a very small percentage per sale. So literally everybody can afford to have both Stripe and PayPal, right? What the next level is, do you need both a traditional store and pages for sales pages? It really depends upon your budget. Like I said, I like Selz for my online store because people can come to my website whenever they want. They can see products that they like, right? and they can put the products in the shopping cart and they can buy all that stuff. The checkout process is a little bit longer than a one-page sales funnel, but people who really, really want your stuff, they're going to obviously take the time. Just like if they were going on, for example, Amazon or eBay, if they really want the stuff, they're going to go through the processes to check out, right? So e-commerce stores are not going anywhere. They're great. So people can see all that you've got in your inventory. They can pick and choose what they want, put multiple things in a cart and leave. Selz has great features. One of them, like just a while ago, I X'd out my cart and I'm like, I don't really want this right now. One of those features is the abandoned cart feature. So if somebody abandons the cart, if you turn on that feature within 24 to 72 hours, it can automatically send them an email and say, hey, that stuff is still in your cart from Sister Sense. Do you still want it? Abandoned cart feature is a great way for you to capture it's a percentage. It's not like a huge percentage, but to capture some of the people who were on the fence, but just by simply sending them an abandoned cart reminder, they'll go and buy your stuff. So it's pretty cool, right? Other platforms have that as well. So some of you go, again, do I need both an email platform and a store? Yes, because they're all different. So you want to build your list, right? There are different types of people you should have on your list. If you have a lead magnet, a freebie, when people go onto your list, those are leads. Those are prospects. Those are people who got something for free. Great to have on your list. Better to have on your list, buyers. So when you have a platform like, say, for Convertkit, and Convertkit allows you to add people onto an email list, right? When you integrate something like Convertkit with your store or your sales pages and people are added onto your list when they buy, that means you're cultivating a list of buyers, right? So when you go to your supermarket or, your beauty store and they get you on their email list and they go, hey, would you like to sign up to our rewards program? You sign up and now you're on their email list. When they send you deals, they're not sending it to a cold prospect. They're sending it to a warm buyer. It's easier to sell to people you have sold to before. So some of you guys are so focused on your freebie lead magnets and building your list around the lead magnet, and you're not really integrating platforms like Convertkit so that you also are building up your list of customers. It's so unfortunate when I talk to somebody and they go, LaShanda, I need more business to my website. I need more sales. I need more traffic. And I say, well, do you have an email list? No. Well, how are you getting customers? Well, I sell offline. Okay, so when you sell offline, are you capturing those people? Are you sending them emails? No. Like, beyond getting people who sign up for your freebies, and most people who get people to sign up to their freebies, unfortunately, have no sales funnel. So they're hoping and praying that a few newsletters here or there and a few general blog posts and things like that are going to get people to buy, but they don't directly sell, number one. So those of you who do have a few people on your email list, the majority of those people are just people who came in for something free, right? Or came in for your general newsletter. You also want to have, when people buy from you, you want those people on your list too, so you can consistently sell to them. So last week when I did my webinar on sales, I shared for well over 3.5 hours every possible sales deal promotion you can try. And again, that is over at sistersense.com/VIP list, which is a collection of the weekend workshops and webinars that I'm doing. This is kind of webinar style, and this is inspired by one of my clients who said, hey, I'm trying to figure out if I need both Samcart and Convertkit. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. So I'm creating this for her. And I am, also testing out Facebook screen share because I've never done that before. So if this is helping you guys, feel free to let me know. Y'all are pretty quiet. You usually say something to me. I see you here, but you're pretty quiet. So either I'm boring you or this is good information. I don't know. But as I'm going through this, if you do have questions about these e-commerce platforms, now is the time to ask them, especially for those of you who are getting the opportunity to watch this for free live versus having to pay for it. And I normally don't do these except for paid clients inside of my mastermind or private clients. So something to think about, right? So questions to ask yourself: do you just have PayPal? Do you want to have an alternative? If so, Stripe. Do you need to have a store? Do you have inventory to put in a store? If you like, if you want to think about using the store that I use, again, I use Selz. If you'd like to test out Selz, you can get a trial through me over at selz.sistasense.com. Selz, okay? So the next thing that I'm going to do is to talk to you a little bit more about the sales pages and the specific features they have, so you guys can ultimately figure out which one you need. And like I said before, it's dependent upon, honestly, do you have the money to invest in these platforms? Are you ready for these platforms? I'm showing them to you in the order I got them. First, I got PayPal, then I got Stripe, then I got PayPal, Stripe, and Selz. Yeah, so those are the first ones. Then I got Samcart. So let me show you a couple of sales pages that I've created so I can start to compare, because Samcart is one platform that I use to put together sales pages. They have different price points. Most common, the general price point of $99 a month for their main features, and then the premium price point of $199 if you want some premium features, like the ability to have an affiliate program, which is why initially when I signed up for Samcart, I also invested into their premium so I could use the affiliate program. Then there is Thrivecart. They have their one-page sales funnel company, and they're a Samcart competitor. I'm going to be honest with you, I personally use both of them. Thrivecart right now is in a beta phase. You can sign up, but if you sign up, it's through an individual. So I signed up through someone, and so now I'm a Thrivecart affiliate. And if you wanted to sign up through me, you can go to sistasense.com/Thrivecart. First, I'll show you two pages I've put together, one on Samcart and one on Thrivecart, and then I'll talk about the differences between them all, okay? I showed you a few differences between a sales page and a store, right? So I showed you guys my store page and explained a traditional store, people go through multiple steps, they put things in a shopping cart and they check out. They go, click, let me try the product, click, let me go here. It's a process. A sales page, everything is literally on that page. They see everything on that one page, they buy from that page, and boom, bam, bing, okay? It's a one-page sales process. This is a page that I put together. It's on my website. Now, I'm going to try and explain this to you as best as I can. I designed this page in my website using my theme. I'm a designer, so I can do that. And then when you scroll in here, in the middle here, you see this right here? This is Thrivecart. Thrivecart is cool because you can create standalone pages, or you can embed Thrivecart into your website. Very similar to Selz. So my Selz store, I can have a standalone Selz store, or you see all of this right here, it's embedded into my website, okay? Which is pretty cool. Let me go back to this page here. So I tell people when they come to my website, when they look at this page, if for whatever reason they don't see the purchase information, they can click a button. Normally, directly underneath the purchase information, I will put a button like this. So I can show you. It's going to load. This is the Thrivecart stuff. This right here. The ability for them to put in their email, their name, if they want to add, okay, so you got the name information, the address, right? They can pick which of these options they want. So if they just want to get the webinar that I did today on side hustles and work at home businesses, they could get that plus the replays. If they want to also get access to my bestseller bootcamp, bim bam boom, everything is on the page and they can order. So this part is the Thrivecart. And using Thrivecart, I've embedded that whole thing into my website. So you can design your own external page and then embed the Thrivecart feature inside of it, okay? Let me show you another page. This page right here, look in the URL. It says sistasense.samcart.com. This page looks very similar to this one, doesn't it? But this page is in my website, and I put the code for Thrivecart in the middle. This page is a standalone page that was built on Samcart, Okay. I love Samcart, right? Love it, love it, love it. I've used it. I was using Samcart longer than I was using Thrivecart. They've got some beautiful templates. This is one of them. You can add your text. You can add your logo. You can customize the colors to match your brand. You can put a product picture in there. You can put your information in. And same thing, testimonials, order bump, buy now, all one page. Okay. So why the hell do I use both of these? Why? Several reasons. Number one, Samcart is a monthly fee. And some of the premium features that they have, the one that's most important to me is the ability to have your own affiliate program. I have an affiliate program over at sistersense.com/MAPP. MAPP stands for My Affiliate Partner Program. So you can sign up and promote my products and get a commission. And I started my affiliate program using Samcart, but I didn't honestly want to pay $1.99 a month. So I was looking for different alternatives, but I still really like Samcart, and I'm going to tell you why, and I still have it. Okay. So when doing research, I found the Thrivecart company. Again, I mentioned they're in beta. I've been using them for, I want to say about 1.5 years. Right now, you pay one payment and you have Thrivecart for life. But you got to sign up through someone. So if you want to sign up through me and check it out, you can go to sistersense.com/Thrivecart. If you want to take a look and a trial at Samcart, you can go to sistersense.com/Samcart. Now, I like Thrivecart because I invested, I think, about $600. And for some people, $600 is nothing. For other people, $600 is a huge investment. If you are selling product and you're making several hundred, if not several $1,000s a month, one payment of $600 is not that big. That's where I am in my business, number one. Number two, again, if you consider if you make at least $1,000, right? If you make at least $1,000 selling your stuff, then you are going to pay for Thrivecart very, very quickly. It's literally going to pay for itself, right? So, whereas with, hold on one second, my laptop is about to die. Don't die on me, baby. Hurry. I'm fighting to beat the clock, y'all. Don't die on me, mama. Okay. So Thrivecart is, while it's an investment, and you could pay about $4 something if you're just buying Thrivecart. I spent a little bit more so that I have the ability to use Thrivecart with my clients and customers for projects. So I think I spent maybe about $600 or $700. It's a one-time fee, but it pays for itself over time. Okay. Katoya says, I love how she talks to her tech. My computer was about to die and I really don't want to have to cut this up into pieces. So yeah. But yes, so Thrivecart, one of the biggest advantages for me is they have so many features. So for example, I do self-publishing. One of the platforms that I use is, I use Lulu. I use all these other platforms that integrate with Thrivecart. So for me, they have a few features that Samcart doesn't have. They don't have the ability to integrate with Kunaki, which I use for self-publishing CDs, and Lulu, which I use for self-publishing books. And they integrate, Samcart integrates with Convertkit, which is awesome. They all pretty much integrate with Convertkit. So here's the deal. If somebody comes onto my Samcart page, let's go back to that. If you buy this webinar, then you're going to get on a segmented list for the list of people who purchase this product. So every product that I have, there's a list. So remember I said to you, it's important to have some sort of email marketing platform. There's different ones that I use. I use MailChimp among others, but right now for me, honestly, Convertkit is big when it comes to email marketing. You have to have a good one. And Convertkit is like Infusionsoft on a budget. So Infusionsoft, if you are aware of it, Infusionsoft is a huge email marketing, very expensive program. And it works if you're in a position to afford it, but Convertkit is a more cost-effective level. And so you want to be able to make sure that when people are buying from you, you have them on lists, right? And so when people buy my products, whether it be through Thrivecart or Samcart, every time they purchase, they're on my list automatically, which is why the integration for me is seamless. Again, when it comes to comparing the two of them, even though Thrivecart was an investment of like somewhere between $600 and $700 initially, right? And I think you can for about $500 get Thrivecart if you're just getting it to use for yourself versus using it with clients, which is what I did, which is why I paid a little bit more. It paid for itself within the first month, and I never have to pay for it again because it's lifetime. Samcart, if you don't have that kind of money to put up front, is a great investment because if you want to make sales pages that are optimized, it's a great resource to use. You don't have to do I think the pricing right now, you can do the $99 a month if that works for you. If you go, $99 a month, I can't do that. Well, then, again, I did this over time. Before I was using things like optimized sales pages, I was just using my store, right? And again, my store is built on Selz, and you can pay like less than $30 a month for a store. You don't necessarily have to jump into sales pages. But the reality is this: if you realistically say to yourself that you want to sell at least 1,000 to 3,000 in product a month, whether that be digital product or services, then $100 is a drop in the bucket. If you honestly say that you want to sell at least $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month on the low end, then you putting in $100 a month into Samcart is a drop in the bucket. But that is if that's where you are. I did this in phases. I didn't just jump into Samcart on my first day. I also have a lot of stuff that I sell. Like I sell product all the time. So these things make sense for me. You got to be able to understand whether that makes sense for you. So for example, if you've got one product and you're investing into your product, right? It's okay if you only have one. You can say, look, I want to create a sales page for this course. I want to sell the hell out of this course, and I want to optimize sales page. So $100 is not a huge investment for that, right? If you go, I've got one course, I'm going to use their platform, put it together, integrate it with my Convertkit, bim, bam, boom. It's not a huge investment. Also, keep in mind, one of the reasons why when you look at companies like Samcart or Thrivecart, they call it the one-page sales funnel, and they say, honestly, you don't need anything else, is because if you just want to sell this product, right? You can sell this product from one page and not have a website. You can sell this product from one page and not have a store. You can have just your email and this one product page and make money. Does that make sense? Because basically on this page, that's the product. They can buy it, they pay you, you automatically deliver them the product in the back end, and that's all you need. That is the bare bones of it. Hopefully that makes sense, because my client who said to me, look, I want to use Samcart, but they say that's all you need. But then they have Convertkit and they're like, you should use that too. Convertkit is for you to build your email list. So if you got one product, you got Samcart and you got Convertkit. People come to your sales page, they buy your product, then you put them on your email list so that you can deliver the product and so that you can communicate with them ongoing. So technically speaking, if you strip away all of these different things, so long as you got PayPal, Stripe, and a sales page and an email platform, you can make money. Okay. And even you might cringe at $100 a month if that is too high for your budget. But again, if your goal is to make several hundred or several $1,000s, you got to see that as an investment. Now, I didn't start with that investment. I started just with PayPal and Stripe. And then I worked my way up to investing in Selz, adding that to my store. And then I worked my way up to optimize sales pages. But I'm going to be honest with you, these things are relatively new. One-page sales funnels are new. If they were around when I started, I would have invested in them initially, because one-page sales funnels exponentially boost my sales. People are not getting distracted with everything on this page. And people, it's called abandoned cart, right? People put things in the shopping cart. Think about how many times you put stuff in the shopping cart and then you leave it in the shopping cart. You don't buy it. You go, I'll come back later. These one-page sales funnels, everything is on one page. So people are more inclined to buy. Not only that, what I love about the one-page sales funnel is the order bump. So people can literally say, okay, I see you. You got this great course. I'm going to buy it for $30. But wait, what's that in the middle? Add the kit. Well, what kit? What you talking about? What's in the kit? Oh, I get all this stuff in the kit. All right, fine. Add that too. It's so easy to increase your profit per sale with the order bump. So literally in this case, somebody can just buy one product for 60, or they can buy both products for 90, right? So that gives people an opportunity to choose the one that works better for their budget, but it gives you the opportunity to seamlessly upsell. So you have more opportunities to make more per sale, which is a great sales strategy. So what do you need? For those of you who are participating live, do you just need a store so you can put a bunch of products in your store and have people sell, buy that way? Or do you need to have a one-page sales funnel? Me personally, I like having that. I like people to have the ability to come to my store, browse, and get what they want. But when I'm selling a specific product, again, I don't send people to my shop. I send them to the individual sales pages, okay? Now, when I'm working on building my email list, I don't send people to buy stuff. I send them to an opt-in offer. So I create landing pages, okay? So today I'm talking to you about different types of pages, and hopefully this stuff makes sense. If you're confused, this would be the best time to ask, right? First pages I showed you was my shop pages. So being able to come to my shop, see an individual product, click on the product, look at the product. This is a shop page for a product. Then I talked about sales pages. So you don't send people to your shop. You send them to an individual page to promote one offer. And at most, maybe you might give them payment plans on this page, or you might give them an alternative upsell offer, right? But one sales page funnels are really focused on a core product. Then you have landing pages. Now, what are landing pages? This is when you go to a page and somebody says, hey, I'm going to give you this thing for free. Put your email in here and go get it. So if you go to sistersense.com/BIBE, BIBE stands for Build It Boss ebook. It's an ebook that I give away absolutely free when I talk about the tools I use to generate my most recent 300K in sales. This page, look at the top. I told you to go to sistersense.com/BIBE, right? But that actually takes you to a page that is built on Convertkit. Again, Convertkit is used to build your email subscriber list, right? So this landing page is created with Convertkit. You'll find that all of these platforms have templates that you can use. So Convertkit has templates to put together landing pages where you can put what your offer is and add pictures and colors, and people can put in their email and get the offer from you, right? If you go to Thrivecart, they have templates so you can create your sales pages. Samcart, same thing, they have templates. I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to template game, when it comes to sales page templates, okay? And again, when it comes to sales pages, I use Thrivecart and I use Samcart. Biggest difference, Thrivecart, about $400 or $500. I would say about $500. You can get Thrivecart, pay for it once, never have to pay again. Again, you can look at it and sign up through me over at sistersense.com Thrivecart. I use it, and I'm also an affiliate of Thrivecart. Samcart is different because you pay a monthly fee. So you pay about $100 a month, or if you want more premium features, you pay about $200 a month. If you want to take a look at Samcart, I can go to sistersense.com/Samcart, okay? So one of those big differences is, one, you're going to pay several $100s once and never again if you sign up now via their beta, versus Samcart, which you're going to pay on a monthly fee. For me, Thrivecart, because you never pay for it again in the first month, it literally paid for itself, right? I made several $100s in sales, paid for itself. There you go. they both have custom templates that you can use. Me personally, I think the templates on Samcart are better looking than the ones on Thrivecart. But because I'm a web designer, I was able to customize pages on my website to be pretty. I build pretty websites. So either if you can invest in, I mean, they're not bad looking, but as a girly kind of a girl, when it comes to visuals, you can look at sometimes a website and it looks more masculine, right? And then you might look at another website and just the colors and the design, it has like a prettier feminine feel to it. I don't know how to describe it. That's the best thing I can do. When I look at the themes on Samcart, even though it costs more a month, I really like their design templates. But again, with Thrivecart, I customized it. So I made it look the way I wanted it to look. I essentially made it look the same as my Samcart. So I designed this from scratch, but I used my Samcart theme as the inspiration, right? Here's the thing, regardless of which one you decide to use, once you design your template, most of these platforms have a duplicate feature. So once you have the template look like you want it to, you just keep duplicating it. You hit duplicate, then you make a new product, you switch out the pictures and the words, but the overall template theme looks the same. So, I tell people don't really get hung up on that. While I personally think that the themes on Samcart look nicer, regardless, once you customize, whether you're using Thrivecart or Samcart, whether I customize it, you customize it, or you get somebody else to do it, once you get the theme to look the way you want, you just start duplicating it. So it doesn't even matter what other templates they have, because to be honest with you, beyond the first couple of days when I was customizing it to get it to look like I wanted, after that, I really didn't use the templates anymore. I just stuck to the one that I customized, and I've been using it ever since, okay? I'm going to share some more variations, but I do see a question. So let me see what this question is. Regina says, PayPal offers payment plans, but they don't look nice when copying the code back to your website. Any way to pretty this up and flow with your sales page? I guess so. I mean, code is when they give you code to embed on your website, it's very little you can do to customize it. You kind of have to work around it. So, for example, and I'll take you to a few pages that I have PayPal information on. Let's go back to my Samcart page. This is my Thrivecart. This page, again, I built in Thrivecart. Now, when I was trying to build my page in Thrivecart, just using their standalone, it wasn't that pretty. So I stripped away everything that they had, and I just used the bare bones of the information in the middle, right? So this is just the information in the middle without any of the Thrivecart themes, because I just really didn't think that they were pretty enough for me. So I just took the bare bones of it and then plopped it into the middle of the page. Everything else I set up on my own, okay? That's everything here. I do the same thing with PayPal. So let me take you over to my web design services page, okay? My web design services page is one of the few pages where I still use direct PayPal buttons. In most instances, people pay me through Selz or, those other platforms. So here's my web page, webdesign.systesense.com. Again, everything on the page I built out. I'm a designer, that's what I do. Now, if you go to the payment plans, right? If you go, oh, okay, let me see these payment plans. Let me click on that. So you click on the payment plan page. Okay, this is my package here. It's $9.95. This is PayPal. It's an installment plan. I forget the name that they call it, but it's about somewhere between $20 and $40 a month to invest into the installment plan feature. So you don't have traditional buttons, but you're giving people options to pick if they want to do maybe full part payment or another kind of payment plan. This doesn't come with standard PayPal. You can call them, ask them, I forget what it's called. How much is it to get, installment plans added on. I think it's somewhere between $20 and $40 a month. But again, if you're making several hundred or several $1,000s a month, $20 is a drop in the bucket. You got to just think about how many things you need to pay for to make more. Just boils down to that. So, I mean, it's not the coolest looking thing. It's not very flashy. It's got the regular PayPal button here. And when they pick their installment plan, it's going to take them over to PayPal. Again, not very flashy, but I build around it. So I don't know what your pages look like when it comes to your buttons. I just try to make everything else on my page very clean, very up to date, very clear. And in those instances where I do use PayPal, it's going to take them over to the PayPal page eventually, right? Which is pretty boring looking, but everything else before that hand is detailed because I designed it. Oh, you said, I see that even looks better than what I have. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what yours looks like. I don't know if it's just regular PayPal buttons. But again, I just try to embed as clean as I can. Even the most simplistic options like a PayPal button, try to embed it into something that has more design, again, more up-to-date design. Okay. And you can send me an email to take a look and see what you have. I can't imagine it's more than just, you know, the traditional PayPal buttons, but sometimes it's about what you put around it to enhance it. Okay. And like I mentioned before, if you're using PayPal buttons, it's going to take people over to a secure page. So in those instances, you don't need the SSL padlock, which is what I have on my website. That's another investment. Normally, when you pay for SSL, you're going to pay an annual fee or more if you pay in bulk, if you pay like 2 or 3 years in advance. But SSL is definitely important if you want to use something like Stripe. I don't think I have anything else to say. Unless you guys have any questions for me. Hopefully I've been able to break down, like I said, there's a difference between sales pages, shop pages, and landing pages. So again, this page that I built with the, oh, get this free ebook, name, email, that's a landing page. They put their information in there, they get added to my list on Convertkit. So Convertkit is to build your email list. Bam, important. Again, landing page, right? And then I showed you guys, in addition to landing pages, I showed you 2 different types of sales pages. Both are one-page sales pages. One was built on Samcart. The other was built on Thrivecart. I use both platforms. I like both platforms. I can afford to use both because technically speaking, I'm no longer paying for Thrivecart because I paid once and I never have to pay again. Again, I do like the themes on Samcart, and I do like, I don't know, I like the theme so much. I don't know. I'm a graphic girl, so visuals mean a lot to me. And I like the features, so I still use Samcart. But when I have my products that I want to promote with my affiliate programs, you find that I use Thrivecart as well. For me, they're interchangeable. I use both. Which one should you use? Honestly, depends upon your budget and your skill set. Because again, whether you design your template, and one of my clients, she signed up through Samcart. She made a template pretty nice, and she didn't use anybody else. You know, she made her graphics in Canva, she made her template, and she was good to go. And she loves Samcart. And all of these programs honestly give you an opportunity to test them out, whether it be Convertkit, Samcart, or Thrivecart. So you can test them out, see if it's a good fit. If it's a great yay, then great, you keep it. If not, no. Like if you want to try out Samcart, you can go to sizzlesense.com/Samcart and try it out, do the trial. I think it was either a 14 or a 30-day trial. I'm going to be honest with you. When I tried it, I immediately started making money and I knew it was a keeper. So but it works for me and I know how to sell my stuff. If you're in a place where you're just starting out, maybe you just want a store, maybe you just want Selz and PayPal and Stripe, and that's all you need. So think about where you are in this process. Are you ready to invest in something like a sales page platform? It's a great investment because when you have individual sales pages, they're optimized so that it's not necessarily easier, but you get better results as far as conversion. People seeing the product, wanting the product, buying the product, plus the upsell. Sales pages for individual products tend to convert better. And shop pages, again, to me, they're not going to go anywhere because people want to go to your website. They want to check out your shop. And if you have things that they like, they buy them. So for example, I had a promotion 2 weeks ago. I did $5 Friday and everything was $5. And people bought things for $5. And then because some of those things were from my shop, there were people who put a bunch of stuff and spent over $100 on $5 and $10 products because it was a shop. So they could add multiple things. You cannot do that with the sales page. And most, maybe you can add on the upsell offer. So maybe 1 or 2 things, whatever is available on that page, but nothing more than that. Okay. Regina says, is Facebook screen share new? No, it's pretty old. It's been around for about 2 years. I don't really use it because more often than not, when I do my webinars, they're paid via, you guys only get to watch my webinars if you're in my mastermind or you've paid for a webinar. Normally when I do Facebook Lives, I only do web classes where you can see my face. So I don't really use it, but it's not new. So you're certainly welcome to use it and test it out and see if it works for you. This is my first time using it. Hopefully, I know from what I'm seeing, there's a bit of a lag between me switching over screens and what you're hearing on my voice. That I'm not too much of a fan of, but it seems like it's working. Other than that, just to have the ability to easily do a public live. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this up here or put it in my vault, but for now, it was just kind of good so I could do this so I can answer some questions for Dr. Marilyn, and hopefully she'll find this one useful. Any other questions that you guys have for me? The resources that I shared today, I talked about PayPal, Stripe, Selz, Thrivecart, and Samcart. And again, if you want to check them out, you can go to selz.sissense.com if you want to check out Selz to create a shop, an online store. If you want to create individual sales pages, you can take a look at Thrivecart, sissense.com/Thrivecart. If you want to take a look at Samcart, that's sissense.com/Samcart. And if you want to potentially either get or switch over to Convertkit for email marketing, you can try it through me at sissense.com/Convertkit. So those are the tools that I use. Whew. I'm winded, y'all. I need some water. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I think I'm going to do another one of these so I can take you guys into some of the parts of my web class that I did today. Anybody curious about side hustles? If you want me to, for my late night listeners, I'm not really sleepy. So I might just share with you guys a little bit from the web class that I did today. If you are interested in that, you can drop a yes and I will do that. If you want to watch the replays, you can go over to this page, SisSense Circle, so you can get access to all the good that I'm doing over the next few weeks. I am hosting live webinars and I have the Up to Coming Back to Business virtual conference. You're going to get a mastermind pass. You're going to get access to my upcoming ebooks and all that good stuff. It's a big old bundle. So if you want to be a part of this, it's a SisSense Circle. Go to sissense.com/VIP list. So all of the private exclusive webinars that I'm doing for people on my VIP SisSense Circle list, you will get access to. Or you can sign up to the individual webinars that you see that you like the Supercharge Your Sales. That you can get those replays. Those are from last week, or you can get the replays from this week, because today I did the one on side hustles. So that again is sissense.com/VIP list. And this page, as I mentioned before, is a page on my website. I designed it and then I embedded the tool that I use for selling the individual items is Thrivecart. So Thrivecart is great for putting together one-page sales funnels. And when I'm not using Thrivecart, again, I am using Samcart. And it looks very similar, but it's a different platform. Usually the best way to tell which platform I'm using is if you look at the URL in the address bar. If it says Samcart, it's a Samcart page. So alrighty, my dears, that is it for today. I think I'll jump on here, if not a little bit later tomorrow, to give you guys some pieces of good from the side hustle success training I did today. If you have any questions, feel free to either email sistasense@gmail.com, or if you're on the Sister Sense website, one of the cool things you could do is click the gray tab on the right and send me a voice message. All right, so voice messages, emails, whatever you need to do to connect to me and let me know what questions you have. I'm certainly welcome and to answer them. I appreciate you guys for even asking me questions. And then, of course, you can post questions in the comments box area of this video if you're watching it live or via the replays. Y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you real soon. Take care.